Hey, what is going on? So the last live that I did, it got cut out because of the Wi-Fi. So do me a huge favor and just let me know if you can hear me and see me, because the other one got cut off. So give me a thumbs up. So we're live. That is a problem with technology. Sometimes it fails you. But what do? You're gonna bitch and cry and moan and go crawl under a rock? No, you keep on persisting. So happy to be back. Much better. Thank you so much. TW in the house. Let me know where you're watching this from. Age, sex, location. Where are you at? What's your gender? What do you choose to be identified with? And how are you feeling? That is what I want to know. I am in New York in my office. So I was doing a live about 5 minutes ago and it got cut off because of the Wi-Fi. I have a really ghetto office apparently. So I picked my phone and I'm going live with you right now. Let me know where you're watching this from. And the topic of this live is very simple. What is your superpower? I was prefacing it earlier because I have a company called Online Coaching, and what I do is I help people discover their superpower. Your superpower is a skill that gives you energy, creativity, and flow. And when you operate in your superpower, you impact more people, you're happier, you're more creative, and your energy actually goes up when you're operating in your superpower throughout the day. Your energy levels go higher and higher and higher, as opposed to getting tired doing things outside of your superpower, okay? So, Ken says, my superpower is execution. That is a mighty fine superpower, because essentially, if you're able to execute at a very high level, you can accomplish a lot of things in life. I truly feel that a big part of what we want to do is to consistently move forward, to flow, to basically accomplish all our goals. And we really need to be in a place of taking massive action on a daily basis. All right. Sammy says, watching here from Toronto, beautiful, right up north. I'm in New York. Great to hear from you. Dave is watching from North Jersey, and his superpower is curiosity. I always love asking why and how, deep diver into things to fully understand them. That is beautiful. I'm so glad that so many people know what their superpower is, okay? So that's the question. Do you know what your superpower is? If not, say, I don't know. I don't know. Those 3 words, and I will gladly help you discover your superpower. I'll give you some clarity on what it is exactly. So, my company, Online Super Coach, what we do is help you discover your superpower. Once you find out what that is, then we build a whole business around it. Teach you how to attract your ideal client, sell your services online, and serve through technology, through a virtual infrastructure. A lot of my students have written best-selling books, 22 to be exact, have become best-selling authors, started podcasts, live events, retreats, seminars, essentially a lot of stuff that I've done for myself. After I discovered my superpower, I help my students do it as well. So I just want to do a little test with you. What is your superpower? If you know, if you don't know, I will gladly show you how to discover it, because this is your key skill that you can take to any single job, career. You take it in different parts of your life. So a few people wrote it earlier in the last live, part 1 that I did, but in the part 2, let me know what is your superpower, okay? If you don't know what your superpower is, let me know where you're watching this from. What part of the world are you watching this from? I'm in New York in my basement, enjoying this beautiful Thursday afternoon. I'll give you a tour of this area. Paula says, small curveball coming your way. I don't know what it is. What is the first step for discovering your superpower? Okay, so here's a great exercise, Paula, and for anyone that's watching, to get clear on your superpower. Imagine if someone put $1 billion in your bank account. You had unlimited finances. What would you do all day long, right? $1 billion pretty much financially set for life, your family's financially set, your kids, generations, what would you be doing every waking moment of your life? Okay, so if you had $1 billion in the bank, what would you do? Would you still be in the same career? Would you still have the same hobbies? Would you still be in the same relationship? Screw this, I'm rich, I'm not being with this person anymore. What would you do? What type of activities would you fill your day with? Not how would you spend the money, but what would you do all day long if you had $1 billion in the bank? Mike, my man, my all-star student, he actually interviewed me on his podcast. We went to Date with Destiny. Now he's building his online coaching empire. Mike says, my superpower is my voice and my intensity. Yes, you have a smooth voice, Mike. I love hearing your voice. It is very powerful, and it really gets people off their asses and makes them do something. So Mike, please type down the name of your podcast and the name of your company and what you do for people so everyone can see and get clear on how you serve people at the highest level, okay? So the question of the day is, what is your superpower? And if you had $1 billion in the bank, how would you spend your day? What would you love to do, right? Would you create live videos like this? Would you write? Would you dance? Would you sing? Would you spend time with your loved ones? But what would you do to serve people? With, like there's so many things, so many possibilities that you had unlimited funds. Paula says, that made me giggle. Bye, Felicia. I'm rich, bitch. I would come up with ways to make that money grow, no doubt. Absolutely, absolutely. So you're going to have the ability to invest that money, and that is phenomenal. But what would you do with the activities throughout the day? Would you still be working the same job? Would you still have the same career, right? Let's say you're coaching people. Would you still be coaching people? Would you still be showing up to work? Pat says, travel the world and help people to become who they're meant to be. We would have a much happier society if people use their God-given talent to share with others. Absolutely, Pat Pilla, the no crap coach extraordinaire. I totally agree. I think if people had more activities that put them in a flow state, that excited them, that made them so creative and energized, they would have more purpose. They would have more purpose in life. Dave says, been talking with Tyler Kelly for about a week now, working with him and discussing working with you. I'm saving now and hoping to take the plunge soon. AJ, love the energy and think we're aligned in a lot of ways. Yes, we are. I love what you wrote earlier, Dave, and we are definitely aligned. We're on the same page. And if you're watching this right now, the question is, what is your superpower? If you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, if you had $1 billion in the bank, what would you do all day long? Okay? Not invest the money, not spend time with my family. We get that, totally understand. But what would you do to feel fulfilled? How would you serve people? That is the question. My man Mike, who introduced me on his podcast, my all-star student, he has a podcast called Learn, Grow, Earn. He's a high-performance coach, and he specializes in helping millennials understand how emotions drive their decisions and how they can leverage, your message got cut off. Oh yes, how they can leverage their emotions to do great things. Absolutely. If you're a millennial and you want to take over the world, check out Mike in the comments and his podcast. Just go to iTunes, Learn, Grow, Earn. We actually did a really awesome interview about a month back. He brought out the best of me. I shared stuff that I've never talked about. So it's always good to be on a podcast with someone who's a badass. Angela Cruz, great to hear from you. I'd volunteer my time visiting veterans, animal shelters, and nursing homes. That is beautiful. Amazing, amazing. And Angela's superpower is her intuition. Oh, I'm so glad you touched upon that. I think as a man, I don't naturally have the alignment with my intuition. And over the years, I've learned to listen to it, I found that a lot of times I'm in my head. I'm a very intellectual, analytical type of person. But I've been starting to go into my body as of late, doing more deeper meditations, sitting in silence, walking, and just tuning in. What does my heart tell me? And it's amazing because when you listen to your intuition, it takes you to some amazing places, right? It allows you to make some really powerful decisions, but also to move forward in certain areas and move away from others. And it's a great Ram Dass quote. He says, the quieter you get, the more you can hear. And this week, I've actually spent more time in silence. And it's like one of the hardest things to do. Like, I just sit in my living room, no music, no internet, no stimulation. I just sit there with my eyes closed and I just listen. And like the first 10 minutes is so hard because your mind is like, get up off this chair, go do this, send this email, call this person, and you're like bugging out. You're like, no, I have to sit here. And you force yourself to sit. And it's crazy because you go deeper and deeper into your body, and all of a sudden you hear this voice like talking to you. That's your intuition. And I did a really powerful silent sit down on Tuesday, and I came up with this really big idea for this new seminar that I want to do in my house. So I just like got this massive idea, and I started writing it down inside my journal. And actually, I'm going to do a seminar. I'm going to announce it on my Facebook page pretty soon. So thank you for talking about intuition. And your intuition will always lead you in the right direction. Trust your inner voice. It will never, ever lead you wrong. Nadija's superpower is, by the way, Nadija came to my Boss Lady VIP seminar that I did with my friend Jen Scalia. We co-hosted it at my house on January 14th. Had about 40 women in my house for a women's seminar. Got to meet her. She's amazing. Her superpower is dance, sing, and empower women to stand out by finding and using their voice to impact the world. Beautiful. Paula's, she has a better understanding. Yes, so you now know what you would do with your time and energy if you had $1 billion in the bank. So ask this question, okay? This is a very deep question, but what pain do you want to heal in the world, okay? If you could eradicate a problem that plagues humanity, what would that be, okay? Would it be depression? Would it be obesity? Would it be people who don't know how to dress? You walk out of the house, not matching, looking like a fool. You want to help these people. They're in pain, right? Maybe you don't like women's makeup, right? Some women, they put on makeup like a clown. You want to help them. So what do? You perform your superpower, make them look beautiful, make them put together and symmetrical, okay? So that's the question. What pain do you want to heal in the world? Nadija says, is the empowerment part. Yes, empowering women, empowering people, entrepreneurs. That's the question. That's actually the second question. But let me know what pain do you want to heal in this world? And Angela talks about journaling to enhance your intuition. Yes. Talking about journaling. I started my journal on March 20th, 2006, right? It's been almost 12 years since I've kept a journal. I have not missed a day. It is the best thing that I ever did. I had a near-death experience and it just changed my life, and it made me realize that every day is not promised. So I started a journal, and I've been writing in that baby ever since. And this morning, my intuition told me to go look back on my first journal entry. So I looked back all the way on March 20, 2006, when I came out of the hospital from my near-death experience, and I learned so much. I changed so much, and I look back on the person I was 12 years ago and how much I've grown, and like, I would have never known this if I didn't start a journal back then. So what do I say? Start a journal. It is life-changing. I would say that journaling is probably my keystone habit. The one thing that has the biggest impact on my life till this day, and I'll never miss a day. It's like brushing my teeth, and I plan on doing it for decades longer, 20 years, 30 years, for as long as I could write. I'm going to keep a journal. Andrew says, I would create a gym place for people with pain disorders like myself to come out and figure what's wrong with them and teach them how to cope and deal with it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is an amazing dream. And I asked the question, what pain do you want to heal in this world? And Andrew dealt with the pain himself. So he wants to be able to help people to cure their own pain because he overcame it, right? And that's a great question to ask yourself. So if you had $1 billion in the bank, what would you do with your day from morning to night? Number 2, what pain do you want to heal in the world? So write that down. I would love to see what you come up with. Pat Pilla wants to eliminate the pain of loneliness, okay? I would love to know why, Pat. I know why, but please share with everyone else why you want to cure loneliness. Why is that important to you? Angela says, I feel the pain and overwhelm that people get into, and I want to cure it. That is very, very powerful. You know, when I ask that question, what pain would you like to heal in the world? Most times, you've overcame that pain, so you want to help people to just eradicate it, right? To never, ever, ever live in that pain ever again. So Pat wants to help people find themselves again, and that will cure loneliness. Absolutely. And that's the one thing I talk about, right? Why I want to help people discover their superpowers, because I used to be very lost. I don't know what I was doing with my career. Financially, I was struggling, and I did feel lonely, and I felt very frustrated, and I didn't know what to do with my life. I didn't have a purpose. And it wasn't until I started reading books about finding your superpower and the whole idea that we have this amazing genius activity that if we focus on that, it'll empower us to generate unlimited wealth, help people, impact lives, and it'll make us an amazing lifestyle. And that's what my goal is, why my company is called Online Super Coach, to help people discover their superpower, your superpower, and to build a business that gives you freedom, flow, and fulfillment. Angela says February 18th will mark 8 months of journaling consistently every day, and it's changed her life. It has changed my life. Don't stop. You're almost 1 year in. I did 12 years, and holy shit, journaling has changed everything for me. I would say a big part of my wealth, my happiness, my health, my relationships is a part of me journaling. And if you are curious on how to start a journal or how to keep up a journal, type in journal in the comments and I'll gladly help you with it. I'll give you some tips. I will teach you how to journal and create the life of your dreams, okay? Everyone has strategies on journaling, but I have one that I've tested over 12 years, and like clockwork, it gives me exactly what I need. It literally changes my life. Amy Jane Roper, great to hear from you. She says, pelvic floor weakness and restoring a woman's core after pregnancy and a cesarean. That is a beautiful pain. A pain that I will never experience unless they allow men to have babies in the future. Then I might call for your help. But yes, that's a beautiful pain to heal, to help women after they've given birth. You lose your core strength, and you know, if you have a cesarean, you're literally cutting into the abdominal tissue. So that's very beautiful. And I'm curious, Amy, why are you so passionate about helping women with their core? Paula says mental illness, and so many people struggle and hide behind their busy life while struggling to find answers as to why so much goes on to their head. Yes, yes, yes. And I think something that will greatly help with mental illness, loneliness, depression, anxiety is 3 words. Never worry alone. If you want to communicate how you feel, then you will heal. I think a lot of us, right, there's 7.5 billion people on this planet, and we're dealing with shit on a daily basis. Fears, anxieties, depressions, frustrations, and so few of us reach out to someone for help, right? It's okay to ask for help. I ask for help. There's key people in my life. Pat is one of them that I call when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling out, when I'm lost and I'm frustrated. I call on them and I vent, I get it out of my heart. And many times when I talk about my pain, moments later I feel so much better. And I'm like, why was I so pissed off about that bullshit? It is not even real. It's all an irrational fairy tale in my lie. It's a freaking illusion. And that's when you realize when you talk to people, because like Your mental pain is like a poison that decays you from within. And if you hold it in, it will only get worse. It will create this story that is all bullshit. And once you get that bullshit out of your body and you talk to someone, your whole life will change. So that's what I say. If you're going through something right now, never worry alone. Reach out to me, send me a message, slide in my DMs, and I'll do my best to make you feel better. Serious, true story, right? If you feel that what you're going through is very personal, call up a professional, right? There are therapists, there are coaches, psychologists, there are friends, family, but never, ever, ever worry alone. Heal and express how you feel to people, okay? So thank you for sharing that. That is very beautiful. My man Jermaine, my all-star student, he actually had a viral video. He posted a video last week about a struggle he was going through, a very authentic video. And that video, I believe it got like 300 likes, close to 50 shares, thousands of views, because he spoke his heart. We're on the same page here. Talk about your struggles. Be authentic. Be vulnerable. People want to see you live your truth. So Mike's goal is to help millennials abandon a victim mindset. Absolutely. Mike and I, we both learned there are no victims, there are volunteers, okay? Victimhood is a choice, right? No matter what you went through, we've all been through hardships. No, but AJ, you don't understand what I went through. Someone else hurt me, they caused me. Yes, they hurt you, they caused you pain, but that happened once. How many years are you going to be a victim, okay? How long are you going to hold on to blaming someone else for your unhappiness? You became a volunteer to your pain. Let that shit go. Move on, okay? So remember, there are no victims, there are volunteers. Please do not put someone else as the blame of your problems. Enough is enough. If you want to move on, let go, right? People have hurt me, but I forgive them and I love them, and they did what they had to do, right? It wasn't even them, it was their damn ego. I do not blame them. I'm mad at their ego, okay? Everyone is pure, in my personal opinion, right? But there's an ego that makes you do some stupid ass shit to people. So people have hurt me. People have lied to me, betrayed me, but I love them anyway. Because if I hold on to a pain, or if I blame someone for something that happened in the past, I'm the sucker. I'm the idiot, right? That happened one time. It's gone. It's finished. Move on. So right now in my life, I've forgiven everyone that comes to mind. There's no one that I hate. There's no one that I wish bad for. There's no one that I blame. Okay, people did what they did, and I'm happy because thank God I have a beautiful life. I'm really grateful. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm living my dream. So whatever people did actually made me the person I am today. So if I'm going to blame them for all the bad, I'll blame them for all the good too, because I have a good ass life, because I move on. I let go. I forgive. My man, Danny Torres, brand new best-selling author. He actually came to my best-selling book retreat, wrote his book in 2 days, 1 month ago. His book is a survival story of cancer. I actually got the manuscript of it. I wrote the foreword to the book. Very, very powerful book. If you're going through a tough time, you want to read Danny's book. I wrote the foreword to it, and he became a best-selling author. Congratulations. Danny says, I would look for what caused the illness, not just cure it. Educate the world on what we poison our bodies and cause our own illness. Beautifully said, Danny. Beautifully said. Danny is a cancer survivor, right? He had some challenges in his life. He almost died, but he blames no one. He's one of the sweetest, most honest, loving men that I know, and I'm proud to coach him. But he does not blame anyone. He takes full responsibility for his life. He understands that certain things happen to him, right? He could blame God. He could blame his parents. He could blame society for his problems, but he doesn't. He says, this happened to me in the past. I will let that go. I will forgive, and I will move on, right? Life is too short to blame someone, to be upset about something that happened when you were 5 years old, right? 10, 20 years ago. Let that shit go. Angela says, I used to overthink and complicate things and I kept spinning my wheels. The more I look within and trust in my intuition, I've been able to keep things simple and accelerate my success. Woo! Yes, that's what I feel too. Overthinking is what kills you. I mentioned earlier that I used to be very much in my head. I used to analyze shit, overthink, procrastinate over and over and over, because when I was overthinking, I was limiting myself, right? I was procrastinating, right? What do they say? Procrastination is mental masturbation, because at the end of the day, you are effing yourself. Stop overthinking. So I actually have it on my wrist. It says to maximize this moment. So my greatest goal in life, this is my number one goal. Do you want to hear my number one goal? I'll share it with you. That is to live in the present moment. Right now, we're living in the present. We're living in the now. You're watching me on the screen. You're hearing my words. And this is it. This is life right here. So I'm in a state of flow. I'm coming from my heart. I'm not in my head. I'm just thinking about you and serving, giving to you everything that I have. If I think about my head, if I think about, oh shit, my hair's kind of fucked up. Oh, the shirt's kind of wrinkled. Damn, that smell, right? If I think about that shit, I can't serve at the highest level. I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking about you. And I love going live because it forces me to get into the present moment. Right now, you and I, we're here in the now, in a state of flow. I love you. I care about you. I'm just giving you everything I have. So I'm not thinking. And one of the reasons why I teach and my superpower is to inspire people into action, right? I love teaching. That is why in the past month, I did a seminar every single weekend. When I speak, when I teach, when I go live, I lose track of time and space. What day of the week is it? What time is it? Who am I? I'm just here to give. So how can I stay in a place of flow where I just press live, I write, I teach, okay? So this is my superpower. Staying in the present moment, giving you everything I've got. That's how I live, that's how I love, and that's how I flow. So how do you flow, right? What puts you in a state of flow? And if you want to create a lifestyle or a business that you're just teaching all day long, you're sharing your passions, I'll be more than happy to help you, right? Because I'm super grateful I've been able to build $1 million online business just doing what I love. And that is the ultimate antidepressant. When you become wealthy, doing what you love. Write that down. That's the ultimate antidepressant. Becoming wealthy, doing what you love, because you get to help people. You're happy, you're energized. I'm not saying I'm happy 24/7. I get down, I get upset, but for the most part, I am pretty damn grateful for my life because I am giving, I'm sharing, I'm leaving a legacy, and I'm making good money. While I do it, I get to support my family, provide for my loved ones, while doing what just lights me up, what gives me creativity and energy. Pat says people need to feel love and have a purpose. Once they find their superpower, they'll become a new happy person and not feel lonely any longer, even if they are alone. Absolutely. On the same page, baby. Appreciate that. Shika says, I have the same problem of overthinking. Yes, overthinking is what kills you. Please, please, please find ways to not overthink. And actually, I'm going to do a special training on how I overcame overthinking with some practical exercises, some things that I do on a daily basis that eliminate the overwhelm and focus on the present moment. Amy says, I'm working on my posture to fix my anterior tilt in preparation for pregnancy, which has led me on a journey to talk to the moms that I train. So she's mentioning how she overcame her superpower. And Amy is currently pregnant. Congratulations on being a baby mama. I'm happy for you. Dream come true. And because she's going through this pregnancy, she's having some posture issues and her core is getting weaker. So she's being proactive and finding out how to overcome her own pregnancy posture issues to help moms. And that is her superpower. Yes, yes, yes. Danny says, thank you so much for the forward. Thank you for writing such a beautiful book and for changing so many lives with your written word. Congratulations. So Dave says, in a state of flow, that's what it's all about. Hell yes, 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 yes. So if you're not watching, let me know, what's your superpower? What is your superpower, right? If you got paid $1 billion every single year, what would you love to do? What would you love to get paid for? Who would you like to serve, right? Who do you want to be a superhero to? And what pain do you want to heal in the world? How do you want to help people? How do you want to serve people at the highest level? So I'm living in my superpower right now, being here with you, connecting, sharing. I don't care what day of the week it is. I don't care if I get paid for this. If I have an audience, which I do, you people in front of me, I love you and I appreciate you. And I can do this all day long. Let's see how long my battery lasts and how long my Wi-Fi will stay strong. Thais, good to hear from you. She is a Brazilian warrior. She's great at changing negative situations into positive learning experiences. That is a phenomenal superpower, to change negativity and put it into positivity. That is the power of reframing. That's what we call in psychology, turning shit into sugar. That is a great skill. My girl Rachel, all-star super coach from San Francisco. Her superpower is to help people break through static, friction, and transitional phase and get out of your own way. Oh my God, Rachel, I appreciate you. I'm gonna give Rachel another shout out too. Rachel is speaking at my Super Coach seminar in April. I would love for you to be there. 2 days going deep on finding your superpower, building an online coaching business that gives you freedom, flow, fulfillment, teach you how to market yourself, how to sell your services, how to serve with technology. She's one of the keynote speakers, and she talks about getting of your own way. Oh my God, it is so important to get out of your own way, because your superpower is essentially this amazing light within you. Like, think about the sun, okay? The sun is your superpower, and all the shit that limits it are clouds, right? So the sun is always shining, it's always radiating, it's always flowing, but there's clouds that stop it. So deep within you, there's this amazing power that you have that just gives you energy, creativity, flow, fulfillment. You can help so many people, but you got a lot of bullshit covering it up, okay? What are the bullshit? Limiting thoughts, stories, your 9-to-5 job, toxic people, people that don't believe in you, that don't tell you how amazing you are, that don't encourage you or support you. There's a lot of clouds, a lot of dark clouds that limit you. So like Rachel says, when you get out of your own way, you allow your light to shine in all of its radiance and all of its brilliance, and you illuminate the lives of others. And that's a big part of finding your superpower, all right? So if you're tuning in real quick, check in with where you're watching this from. Let me know. Age, sex, location. Number 2 is, what is your superpower? What is your amazing skill that just lights you up, gives you energy? Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate the hearts and the affection. Growing up, my mom didn't hug me a lot. I didn't come from an affectionate household. So I like to go on social media and get virtual hugs and hearts. This is how I find my affection every day. Coming on here, connecting with you. And when I get that heart, it fills my heart with love. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to be finishing up here. And actually did 2 lives. I did a part 1, part 2. Part 1 got cut off. But I want to just talk about you. Talk about what you want to do, right? Because the biggest thing I discussed was finding your superpower and answering a set of questions, right? Just think about this, or journal about this. Write this stuff down, right? If you had $1 billion in the bank, what would you do all day long with your time and your energy? What activities would you devote yourself to? If you could heal a pain in the world, what would you eradicate? There's humans that are suffering on a daily basis. How can you serve them with your superpower and take them out of pain? And most importantly, who are your favorite type of humans? Who do you want to be a hero to? Who do you want to serve? Who do you want to help? Whose lives do you want to change, right? So I want to be a hero to people that want to take their businesses online, that want to become online coaches, entrepreneurs, people that want to serve their energy, right? Because all of my students have a superpower and they can build a business where they serve people. So if you're a person who likes to serve and help, then I'm the man for you. I want to take you to the highest level of serving with your superpower. Renee, so great to hear from you. She is 34, female, from Atlanta, Georgia. Hotlanta in the house, and her superpower is compassion. Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing. And it's very bold of you as a female to share your age. Congratulations on not giving a shit and just putting it out there. That is a beautiful superpower to have. Compassion and also being fearless. That's the thing I want to talk about. 3 words: 0 fucks given. Not giving a shit what people think about you, what people say about you, right? Someone's opinion of you is none of your business. And I was really thinking about it, especially with a lot of my students. I challenge them to do videos and to put themselves out there. And that's one of the hardest things for them to do, to put a video out or press live. Like, why do you not put out videos? And if you're watching this as well, if you're not putting out videos consistently, why not? What's stopping you? I find the number one reason why people don't put themselves out there and serve is because of the fear of what others think about them. A big part of the human experience is managing the perceptions of other people. This sounds crazy, but think about it. When you're not aware, all day long you're thinking about how different people perceive you, and that drains your energy, that zaps your superpower, right? A big part of operating from your genius, serving, giving, being at your highest self is not giving a shit what other people think about you, right? If I gave a shit what people thought about me, I would not press live and be with you right now. I would care. You know what? I'm kind of tired today. I don't have much to say. I didn't shave. I didn't take a shower. I can say all this shit that would stop me. But you can't smell me through the screen, right? So that's the advantage of this. You don't know how good I smell, how bad I smell. So I don't give a shit. I just want to help you. I want to serve you. So that's the big question. And I would love advice, because that's the ultimate question that we have, especially living in the world of social media. Like, you see so much talented people, so many people that have such a gift, so much to share. What advice can you give someone if they're concerned about what other people think about them, right? If someone has a story to tell, if they want to teach, if they went through a painful experience and they finally want to go on video and share it, but they're so damn scared to record and open up to the world, what advice do you have for someone who fears what others think about them, right? I say this in my seminars and I give this advice to my students, but the moment that your desire to help people overpowers the fear of what others think about you is a moment where your whole life will change, okay? So right now, here's my desire to help people. Here's what people think about me, okay? You cannot get away with, not giving a shit about what people think about you. It's impossible. Even Gandhi, Mother Teresa, the Buddha, they cared about what people thought about them, and they were very enlightened beings, okay? But here's what it is. This is how much I care about helping people, and this is what people think about me. As long as this is above that, you can be very, very successful. But unfortunately for a lot of people, I love helping people. I want to serve. I want to give. But up here is, I'm kind of scared that people are going to judge me. I'm kind of fat right now. My hair doesn't look good. My voice is not that great. I have an accent. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm not smart enough. Who am I to share? Because they care too much what other people think about them. Okay? So what advice do you have to give for people who care about what others think about them? A good person who doesn't give a shit is my man, Sammy B from Australia. He puts out a lot of content. He serves like crazy. Live videos, text posts. If you follow Sammy, you'll get a lot of value because he doesn't care what other people think about him enough to constantly share on a daily basis. And Sammy says, you can't smell me through the screen. I love it. Yes, that is one of the benefits of being a stay-at-home entrepreneur. 2 things. Number 1, pants are optional. I actually give out a Team No Pants Award at my seminars for the people that are fully online because pants are optional. Right now, am I wearing pants? Do you know? You may never know. Maybe I'm in boxers. Maybe I'm naked. Maybe I got jeans on. But that is the ultimate mystery because I don't have to go. I don't have to leave this house. And I didn't take a shower yet today. I'm going to do it later on. But the cool thing is that you can't smell me through the screen. So no judgment, right? And that's what you want. The option to wear pants. the option to use soap. If you don't want to use deodorant one day, it's cool. Change lives. Don't wash your ass. Just go out there and serve people. Yes. TW says The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck is an amazing book. Yes, yes, yes. That is. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, not giving a shit what other people think about you. Oh my God, your whole life will change. And TW is a man who's putting out a lot of content, videos, everything, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's team no pants, baby. Don't care, just serve. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So what ends up happening is like when you go live for a certain amount of time, you end up just not giving a shit and saying what's on your mind. So I'm noticing I'm at the point in my live where I'm starting to be a little rude, and I'm saying jokes that are a bit inappropriate. I'm starting to curse a little bit, so I'm going to start winding this down, because you get high. You know, sometimes you're in a state of flow that you lose track of time and space. You also lose track of your audience, and you say inappropriate shit. So I don't want to be offending anyone, so I'm going to start to tone this down and get back to my life. I'm actually going to take a nap after this. Team naps. I take 2 naps a day. The secret of my success lies in sleeping. Sleep your way to the top. Yes. So anyways, I'm going to run. I asked a series of questions here. In the comments, if you're watching the replay, just type in replay and pick any of these 3 questions. Any of these 3 questions. Pick one of them. I can't count. But it doesn't matter, because you don't need counting skills to be successful. Here's the 3 questions. Number 1, if you had $1 billion in the bank, how would you spend your time and your energy? Number 2, what pain do you want to heal in the world? Number 3, you have this amazing superpower, but who do you want to serve? Who do you want to be a superhero to? Write that in the comments. I'm going to go nap, take a shower, eat something, take a walk. No, I'll take a walk and then a shower. That's more efficient. And then I'll come back and I'll read your comments. But this was a lot of fun. I had a part 1 and a part 2. I'm going to go wear some pants, go outside, get some vitamin D. Michael, Jermaine, Sammy, Pat, appreciate you. Love you. And if this resonated with you and you want to offend someone who might get offended, share this video. It's really fun to offend people, especially in this day and age. People are offended so easily. Yes, let's offend people. I see some nice curses in the guys. Have a great day. Love you, and I appreciate you. And share this video if it's aligned with your message. Peace.